Oh, come on. Gabriel, where is Blue? I don't know. He's the only one I can trust around here. I mean, he really has taken pretty good care of you and me, hasn't he? Yeah. I don't think his being gone this long is a very good sign. I don't know. I think something's wrong, too. Lord, you taught us that we're supposed to pray for our enemies. So, if Blue is in some kind of trouble with Lance or that boss of his, then just help him through it. And let him know that you really are his friend. And that you'll forgive his sins just like you did mine. Lord, you've got to help him so that he is not afraid of your name. You've got to help him so that he can call on your name.
Jesus? I'm sorry. Oh, God. Oh, God. What have I done?
Gabriel, I don't know what I would ever do without you. Just so glad you were sent here to keep me company, you know that? Would you promise me one thing? You promise me you'll never leave me, okay? Lance?
No, it's Santa Claus bringing a late Christmas present. Find the right key.
Very quick.
So long, Santa. Well, here I am, baby. Your special Christmas present. Better late than never, I always say.
Yeah, I think you'd be more appropriate for Halloween than Christmas.
Hey, that's the spirit, baby. You know, you and me could be an awfully fun couple.
I hardly think your idea of fun and mine are the same.
No, that's true, but I'll teach you.
Come on, can't we just drop this?
Oh, wait a second. What happened to that sweet, innocent thing that came to stay with us?
Now, let's be reasonable. Surely you have more important things to do than to bother yourself with me.
Well, that's true. But none of it's as much fun as this.
Yeah, no doubt.
Are you trying to tell me that you're not enjoying your little stay here with me?
Hey, come on! I kept my mouth shut about your advances once. Don't expect me to do it again.
Listen, honey, don't go get any bright ideas about the way things are run around here. You think my boss cares what I do to you? The only thing that matters to him is that you're alive. And that's it. You got that?
Well, then I guess I don't have a whole lot to lose if I'd go ahead and tell him what I... Where is Blue?
Blue is gone. For good. That's right, honey. He crossed Lance just one too many times. Oh, didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you how brilliant I am with a knife? That's why they call me Lance. You probably could figure that out already, huh?
Very originally. I suppose you came up with that all by yourself.
No, I didn't come up with that. A little girl whose nose I cut came up with that. But Blue, he was awfully fun. He kept asking me to get it over with. He was begging me to stop that pain. Sweet dreams, baby. What's that?
It's a cat. It's a cat that I hear outside sometimes, and there's a dog after him, too.
Yeah, right. Listen to me. You ain't got a handle on nothing here. So don't go start playing any games with me. You got that?
Is it safe to come in?
Reasonably so, I guess. Well, am I going to get one of your famous lectures now or a little later?
Well, you're a big boy now. I don't think I need to say anything.
Well, I might as well tell you right now, Terry, that my attitude toward Jean's interviewing Laurie hasn't changed at all.
Okay.
And though I may have gone overboard a little in telling him so this afternoon in your office, I feel that basically my attitude was a valid one. Is a valid one.
Where's Laurie?
She's resting.
You wouldn't know if she remembered to start dinner, would you?
Yes, there's a casserole in the oven, and it should be done soon. We can eat about any time.
Thank you.
And Peter called. He says he's going to be very late. He's doing a lot of research at the library.
Oh, wonderful. Who knows what he's going to have to eat for dinner?
Well, I suggest you talk to him about that when he gets home.
Well, not that that comment was directed to you, but thank you, I will. You know, I suppose we could go on like this all evening, but I really don't think it's very attractive. Do you think maybe we could get this all out in the open?
Maybe.
Well, why don't you start?
I don't like the way everybody seems to be ganging up on me about Laurie's talking to the press.
Nobody is ganging up on you. Jean asked and you said no.
But you think that's wrong, don't you?
It doesn't matter what
Terry, don't you?
Yes, I do. But you make it sound like he's going to be grilling her. He's just going to be asking her a few questions.
Terry, you make those few questions sound like they're going to be about her favorite recipes or what she did on vacation. We're talking about a brutal rapist who would have killed her if I hadn't come along. And I really don't want to see my wife relive that memory in front of a stranger, much less see it in print the next day. That is cheap exploitation. And I really resent Jean using his relationship with this family to do that.
Well, maybe Laurie resents you for making this decision for her. Maybe she's got something to say to others in this position. Something helpful and encouraging.
Oh, helpful and encouraging. Terry, you can honestly say that, knowing the condition she's in?
Yes, I can. I have a lot of faith in my daughter. And I think you're presuming a great deal. Ben, tell me, who is really afraid to relive these memories? Laurie or you? Sergeant.
Oh, good evening, Mrs. Davidson. I'm sorry I called, but nobody was home. Ben?
Hello, John.
Please come in.
Thank you. See, you're back from Fairmont.
Yeah, you see correctly.
I thought we talked about you calling me after you took Lori to see Dr. Diedrichson.
Did we?
Well, yeah. I guess you just forgot.
No, look, she's very tired, and in fact, she's resting right now. And I just didn't think that a lot of badgering from you was the best thing for her right now.
Was that Dr. Diedrichson's opinion as well?
Ben, was it?
In a way, yes. He said he didn't want her pressured.
But he did say that she was strong enough to talk to the police.
Yes.
Well, that's excellent. Then is it possible I could speak with her now?
Look, I thought I just said she's upstairs resting.
Look, Ben, I just want to talk to her.
I think you need to wait a few days. In fact, maybe as long as a week.
Ben, this is official police business. Now, there is a great deal at stake until they catch this guy.
Not tonight.
No, Ben. I want to talk to him. Now. It seems like years ago that it happened. There are some things that I remember better than others.
Of course. When did you first see your assailant?
It was, right after I left my classroom. He jumped out in front of me and he blocked my way.
Did he speak to you?
Yes. He said, "You're not going anywhere," or something like that. He stuttered. I remember that he stuttered.
Go on.
So I turned and I ran. And I don't know why, but I went up to the storage area on the 4th floor because I thought maybe there I could get away from him and I could hide and he wouldn't find me.
But he did.
Yeah, in a way, he knew I was up there and he was throwing boxes and everything and, so anyway, so then I didn't think he was looking and I ran back down the stairs. And it was there that I couldn't open the door at the staircase. And so that's when he caught up with me. And he grabbed me. And he started kissing.
Or you don't have to go through this if you don't want to.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's the only way. So I scratched him in the face by his eye. And he let go of me, and then I ran. And I hid again. This time in a classroom. And he threw me on the floor, and he started to rip my clothes. And I kept calling out to Jesus, "Jesus, save me." That's all I remember until I was at Mercy Hospital. There's no doubt about it, Sergeant. The man I saw at the clinic was the same person. He's the man who raped me.
No, honey. No, he didn't rape you. Ben got there in time.
That's right, Lori.
Don't baby me! I have finally faced this thing, and I wish that everyone else would. He raped me.
Ms. Martin, there's just one more thing. Your two students, Monk and Hernandez, did you see them at all that night?
Monk and Hernandez? No. Why?
Well, they were in the school that night, and we had suspected them of being accomplices.
No, I didn't see them at all.
Well, that clears that up.
What happens now, Sergeant?
Well, a number of things, Mrs. Davidson. We'd like her to come down to the station, give a
Wait a
deposition
minute. Wait a minute. I thought that this was it, that this was finally over.
Mrs. Martin, when we catch this man, and we will catch him, you're going to have to testify.
But that means I have to face him again. No, Sergeant, I couldn't. I am not going to do that.
Well, Charles, you have fed me an elegant meal, toasted me with a delightfully expensive wine, and bored me silly with trite conversation. Now, Ms. Lucas is down there in the kitchen, well out of earshot. What's going on?
Harold, it's very important that I maintain every appearance. For all I know, Mrs. Lucas may very well be one of them. Or this house may be watched very closely. Now, where do we stand on getting the ransom together?
Oh, as of 1:30 this afternoon, we have a little bit over $300,000, mostly in small bills.
All right, now how long is it going to take for us to get the $400,000?
Oh, that could be another 3 weeks.
What? That's too much time!
Well, Charles, there's not really very much I can do about it. Your wife's lawyer, Mel Fleischman, he's watching me like a hawk. He wants to be sure that Helen gets every penny that's legally coming to her. If he finds out how much of your holdings we're liquidating, he could put a stop to it faster than you could say, "I'm sorry, Judge, but I didn't know I was doing anything wrong."
Harold, that may very well be, but I don't think these people are going to be willing to wait much longer.
Charles, there's really not very much I can do about that. The only thing I suggest is that you contact Helen. Tell her what's going on. Look, she's Miriam's mother. The least she can do is get Fleischman off my back.
Absolutely not. Now, she walked out of our lives, and out she's going to stay.
It could save us a little bit of time.
No, Harold. I don't want to hear any more about it.
Fine. Fine. You'll just have to explain to the kidnappers what the delay is then.
Are you all right, honey?
I'm fine.
Would you like to talk about it some more?
No. No, I really just need to give it a rest for a while. Please.
Of course. I'm sorry. Ben, anything happen at the clinic today?
Nothing unusual, I guess. Thank God for Dave Phillips, though. If it hadn't been for him, that place would have never gotten off the ground in the first place. Believe me, he's the only thing that's keeping it going right now.
Oh, I see. You mean you just go in there and contribute nothing?
Practically. I had a little 4-year-old this afternoon with a laceration over his right eye. Nothing serious, just a few stitches. And this little fella, he just wouldn't hold still for anything. So Dave came in to help hold him down. And when it came time for me to put the sutures in, I couldn't do it. This hand just wouldn't cooperate. Dave encouraged me to keep trying, but he finally ended up doing it for me. Anyway, like I said, what I contribute to that clinic is negligible.
I thought you said your hand was so much better.
Yeah.
You've got to remember, Ben, with practice, some of the things that you can't do now, you soon will be able to do.
Hey, maybe this isn't the right time to go into this, okay? I mean, Dave has everything under control. We ought to just be thankful for that.
Didn't he run an abortion clinic?
Yes, he did, a long time ago. Why do you ask?
No reason. What's the legal time limit on getting an abortion? I mean, how long can a woman wait before she decides?
I don't know. They've changed it recently, and it's much later now. Why do you ask?
Oh, the casserole is probably burning!
Boy, I've already taken care of that. What do you suppose that was about?
If I can convince them that I really am raising the money, and without arousing suspicion, then they might be a little more reasonable about a delay.
Charles, do you think they're being reasonable about the way they're treating Miriam?
Harold, I don't know. I wish we could be sure about that. But even if they're treating her exceptionally well, I'm afraid I don't have much faith in Miriam's stamina. She's not a strong person. I mean, let's face it, she became a drug addict in a matter of weeks. And then she started clinging to these confounded religious beliefs. No. I think that she's going to come out of this with some very deep psychological scars. Very deep.
Well, Charles, maybe this faith of hers could hold her through all this thing she's going through.
Now, come off it, Harold. Ancient superstitions and beliefs in this modern day and age? When Miriam sees that there's no protection at all against the realities and ordeals of life, she'll crumble, if she hasn't already. All I hope is that we can put the pieces back together.
No, I honestly don't get it.
What's that?
She did very well today. She handled some difficult questions beautifully. But instead of building up her confidence, it sends her retreating to the safety of her bed.
Is that where she is?
Yeah.
Well, maybe she was genuinely tired. You know, today could be considered rough by anybody's standards.
Yeah, but I just certainly can't anticipate her moods or reactions at all anymore. I'll get it.
Thanks.
Hello?
Hello, Ben. This is John Brubaker.
Yes, John. Did you forget something?
I wanted to let you know as soon as possible. We found Blue Nobles.
What?
I think you and Lori can rest easier tonight. He's dead.